Alright, hello ladies and gents, this is Carter, and today I got a random Sony Vegas tutorial just on some beginner stuff. This is by request, so yeah, I'll just go ahead and get started here. This is going to be some just beginner stuff, like nothing too complicated. I'm going to go over my render settings and some color correction tutorials and stuff, and maybe some other stuff if I can think of anything. Alright, so go ahead and open up Vegas. I already have it open, so this is just a normal COD 4 clip recorded in 1280 by 1024, and the FOV got fucked up, I think, so
My car's mobile.
yeah, it got fucked up. Delete the audio, just hit U. Alright, and so basically what you want to do is you want to hit this, and normally it'll just, like, if I uncheck this, it'll take you to this screen. Oh fuck. Okay, well, it'll take you to something like this. If you go into third party usually, which is what I do, so like if you go in here, if you install other like color correction or effects, you'll have to go to third party, and then you'll see Magic Bullet Looks. Just double click that, okay, and then it'll take you to this screen. You want to hit edit. Okay, before you do any of this, make sure I sent this around if you guys need it. It's just a ton of color corrections I've downloaded. None of these I made, so I'm not taking credit for any of them. But here, yeah, this is some AF stuff. So yeah, I have mine saved right in where was it? Right in here. See, these LS3 files are just Magic Bullet Looks like preset color corrections, so you don't really have to do much work when it comes to actually doing the CC unless you make your own. So when you get to that, you hit edit, and it'll take you to this. I don't know why my image doesn't pop up, but one more thing. Make sure your cursor is over the video somewhere, because if it isn't, it'll say something like Magic Bullet Looks isn't able to create a suitable look file or something like that. I don't know. But go to File, Open Look File, and it'll take you to some screen. You just go to where you saved your color corrections. Like, see, mine are in here. New folder. Oh crap, those are Magic Bullet Looks 2 stuff. So I'm just gonna do, I guess, a random one. Yeah, just do that. Okay, and so like I said, mine doesn't show up. But then you just want to click OK. Fuck you. No, don't chat. And then OK. And so you come back and your video is completely different. And that's basically how you do that. You can always just go back, edit, open look file. I'll drag to a random one and see it's a different one now. I kind of like that one, not gonna lie. But that's basically how you add color correction. If you play this back, it'll be so laggy though, just because it really like fucks it up. But like, here's the clip in super lag mode here. But okay, now I'm just gonna make like a quick little edit thing, I guess. Music. I don't know what I'm gonna do it to. I don't know. Okay, fuck it. You don't need to do an edit with it. I don't need to do it. If you guys need anything else, just tell me. This is just on color correction and my render settings, and it's pretty much quality. Like the color correction is how I get my quality, and then this is how I get my the rest of it looking good. So there's two render settings I do. So just highlight it, render as. I do this for stuff that's not very important when it comes to quality, but for edits and clips, I do this. Go to Video for Windows. Should say .avi, and I do this one, and if you just click on any of them and go to Customize Template, you can use these settings. 1920 by 1080, but in this case, since it's COD 4, I'll do 1280 by 720. Aspect ratio 1. Audio 48,000. Sample rate 16-bit depth, and stereo channel. Project, just use project settings. Okay. And okay, that's good. But since I usually do Battlefield and stuff, I'm just gonna change this to 1280 by 720. because if you do the project settings and the render settings resolution different, it like messes up the colors. But yeah, so oh wait, go back to AVI, and then I'll just do COD 4 and 720p, and then I'll render it, and I'll come back when this is done rendering. Okay, now that this is done rendering, I use an external program called Ripbot to compress the AVI file, because if you can see right here, I think that I did this right, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Video clip AVI, it'll be like gigabytes usually. Just because it renders in like a really good quality, it requires high file size. So go to Ripbot anywhere. I can link it in the description if you want, but it's really easy to find. Ripbot does require 3 separate codecs or programs for it to be able to work properly. So take that in mind. It'll link you to all of them once you download Ripbot, and then once you do all 3, it'll take you to this screen. All you want to do is go to Add, and just go to where you saved your file, and it'll defunct your audio stream. So just give that a second, and it'll give you all your settings, and it'll basically keep the same quality as your your original video, like the AVI file, but it'll just compress it really good. Just use these settings. It doesn't really matter. Done, and then start, and that'll just take a second, and then it will be compressed. Like, it'll go from whatever 1 gig to probably like 8-9 megabytes with remaining really good quality. So it shouldn't take that long usually, but if your video clip is over like 30 seconds, it might take a minute for the Ripbot to get ready to compress it. But like, here is what it looks like now. Like, see, it's still really good quality, but yeah, it went from 1.1 gigabytes to 9.7 megabytes while keeping the same quality. So that's basically my render settings. I do that for all of my clips, like my Battlefield 3 clips. Like, what's a good clip? I don't know. This isn't a good clip at all, but like, I use them for this too. It works really good for pretty much any game. Yeah, so that's basically my render settings and color correction. So like, I don't, like, on Battlefield I don't put color correction on raw clips, but when you do a COD edit, just like, you can use good CCs for that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys need tutorials on anything else, like syncing or whatever, just message me. I'm sure I can work something out. I'll see you guys later.